Jumping out the sky, self, trying to live in the skies, self. What? I got pink eyes, self,
Going ham.
count her dead, don't count her dead. That little hoe, I make her through the hood. I been running to the ground on the hood. Fucking all these thoughts, they got the hood. She want all the drugs, she want my DNA. I been going crazy, that's how rough. I been going crazy, that's how rough. I just put the Rossi on her lip. I just took a thing on the trip. I just got too high, feel like a blue. I told her my life was a buzz, I'd be out the shit. I told her I'm out them drugs, I don't give a shit. I jump out of here with a cool. Whoa, the effing yeah gon' cool you. Whoa, yeah, nigga, I fool you. Whoa, I said with that to you. Watch they talk to the bosses go. Green my pockets like from bus. I'm having a sway in my shit house. Give me a minute to count some motherfuckers. A whole car smell like California dope. Bad bitches coming up, I just put up with that brand new brick. Caught her wife and he gon' burn them gold. Everybody fuck.
I'm at the door, she giving hoes you that dough, nigga. Nothing like the man, little baby, that nigga so good. I Louis V a sneaker.
Yo. New radio presents Rich Kid Radio, the newest member of New Radio. Give me your music.com. Yeah. Rich Kid Radio.
Yeah, right here. That's what we're doing. New radio. New motherfucking radio.
Now playing music.
My nigga, you know you the flyest nigga I know on this planet. So before we start this new shit, let's know what the fuck you really been on.
Two-tone, yeah, AP, she looking like Weezy. I was inside in Cleveland, shout out, I'm bleeding. I told her I'm big like B, but she ain't believe me. A whole lot of motherfucking drugs, a whole lot of motherfucking cups. All these hunts done fucked up my thumbs. Percocet drugs, weed, shot, I done killed my lungs. I'ma fuck the whole 1,000 times, shot the hand still ain't done. Looking like rock, popping that boy like pop, popping that bomb like pop, spit on the bitch like pop. I'm in this bitch out the rocks, Percocet, yeah, my socks. Working fuck by acts, ain't never ran to the act, ain't never ran to my ex. I put chains on my chest, upside down gates. I'ma ice my whole out nicks. Got an O on my chest, not S. I got O's on my back. Got a whole time roll by gas. Every time she pop, it stank. Little bitch digging on wood. Shot it in the arm gas. Fit me barrel gas. 2 L's, don't give a fuck. Shot wanna go out, yeah. I told her get in my truck. By the line tonight. I shouldn't beat that pussy up, tryna get that pussy right. Swat, yeah. I shouldn't beat that pussy up, tryna get that pussy right. Swat, I shouldn't beat that pussy up, tryna get that pussy right. Two-tone, yeah, AP, she looking like Weezy. I was inside in Cleveland, shout out, I'm bleeding. I told her I'm big like B, but she ain't believe me. A whole lot of motherfucking drugs, a whole lot of motherfucking cups. All these hunts done fucked up my thumbs. Percocet drugs, weed, shot, I done killed my lungs. I'ma fuck the whole 1,000 times, shot the hand still ain't done. She been lit, she out there here, she so enticed. I got hoes in Minnesota, I'm a Vice. For whatever can you throw up on life? Huh. 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 I'm not surprised. I can tell you feel some type of way by the look in your eyes. I ain't never fall in love with you, but I tried. I asked you, do you love me, and you never decide. I don't care, the head of them still in your mouth like try. I ain't make a pill yet, yeah, but I'm strapped. Wax on wax out, Mr. Me-I. She got piercings and tattoos on her back. My bitch naked, yeah, she don't wear no clothes when she around. People I deep, don't tell nobody I put you down. You ain't fuck with me back then, but you fuck with me now. I evolved a bit, but I ain't switch up my sound. Sit up to the cemetery, not the 100 mile. He was 6 foot tall, now he's 6 feet in the ground. Fell in love with drugs, I fell in low pints and pounds. Yeah, cause when I need you, yeah, you know where to be found. Yeah, and when you need me, I'm always around. Every time you see me, you know that I'm bound to put on that stuff. Little jacket on like a bike. Clock on the seat, ride strike. That my twin, that my kid, yeah, that my for life. I can't let no little bitch in, yeah, she get one night. I been early.
Good morning, chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
She been lit, she out there here, she so enticed. I got hoes in Minnesota, I'm a Vice. For whatever can you throw.
Yes, sir. Chat, NFP day today. We got a big red day today. Hold on, let me just open up my Discord real quick. Alright.
Yeah, none of you pussies is acting the same. I know my money, I'm racking my brain.
Alright.
Go to the hotel right after your game and come to your show and get back on the plane. This contract talk is frying my brain. The numbers they talking are actually insane. It's bees on the table, bees on the table, bees on the table, bees on the table.
Good morning, chat. You say you smell good quality trades there. Let's see. Volume looks pretty decent when I checked earlier. Hold on, let me just share my mute. Discord, we're good. Discord, can you hear me? Mic check, 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Should be good. All right. All right, chat. Let's see what we can do today. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what we could do today. It's looking like the volume's pretty decent here, right? But it is NFP day, so red folders 8:30 in about 15, 6 and 17 minutes here. You have NFP coming out. I think they are expecting numbers to come out. Actual grade and forecast is good for currency, so they're expecting 114 over 172. So I'm not too sure how it's gonna come out, honestly, in terms of like how it's gonna reflect on the charts. Right, we gotta wait and see what actually happens. But that is a red folder, so if we get trades today, it will likely be after NFP anyways, unless we get a wick entry like right now or something. But yeah, that is likely to be after. And then that's it for the week. Tomorrow is a bank holiday in the US, and then yeah, short week. And then next week is what do you have next week? On Monday, ISM services PMI. On Tuesday, we have nothing. Wednesday, FOMC meeting minutes, so not really like the actual FOMC. A lot of times people get confused. This is not FOMC chat, it is meeting minutes, so could be volatile, but or I've seen some volatility in those meetings, but not the actual FOMC, right? And then Friday is nothing. So yeah, this week is just short week. NFP next week, it looks like it's just like literally nothing next week. Like there's ISM service PMI on Monday. That's about it. But yeah, this is a fresh chart, so I'm gonna put together my ideas. Sometimes people come in midstream like yesterday and like, yo, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? This is where I start planning out my ideas right now, right? So this is from scratch. You see it. So basically, we are going to all right. So yeah, we are, where are we in the charts here before we do anything, right? Where are we? So we're coming down still. Daily candle close, it looks like it closed bullish yesterday, and then you can say honestly, I think we still have the same areas from yesterday. So like basically this area right here is still being held here on the daily, or hasn't been tapped yet on the daily. So I wonder if that can still be tapped. I know the last two daily candles have closed like weak bearish, and then you had a weak bullish candle like just like right here. Like there's nothing really impactful in this range in terms of like structure, right? It's, if you zoom out, like I would say this is your overall range on the higher time frame. Obviously, you know, this is a massive range, so we're not gonna like, it's not like it's a range where it's not untradeable. It's a 4,000 pip range here, right? But that in general, like in terms of structure, like that's kind of where we're at. So when you look at this, like there's nothing really impactful happening. Like there's no breakout highs, there's no breakout lows. It's just in the range on its own as well, right? Just kind of how it was here. So since it didn't fill the bottom of the range at 3,900, I wonder if like the next week or even today, who knows, could tap into that zone, because whenever you have like an overall range on a higher time frame, you wouldn't really like reject the middle of nowhere. Like you wouldn't just come up and like this. Like it could, but a lot of times what will happen is you actually tap the bottom of the range first. Like you actually fill the range. So that hasn't happened yet. It came close like 1, 2, 3, 4 times, maybe even 5 if you include this one, and it hasn't done that yet. So I wonder if that's what price is waiting for. And if it is, then if this is your resistance right here on the daily, and this is your support on the daily right now, right? If you get a closure above, let's say like today or tomorrow, ends up closing above the range, could this lead to a fake out? Because this again is going to be the first break outside the range. So if that happens, then could there be a potential fake out back into the range, continue down? Again, these are just like slight assumptions, right? This isn't what we're looking for today, but in terms of that bottom wicket, understanding like kind of where you are on the charts and understanding what could happen, it can give you ideas in that sense. So like if you're missing a bottom wicket and there's a high chance you can still get one and you close above the range, again, could we get potential buys today then up towards the top of the areas? Can we get a buy up towards these areas? Again, we don't know what's gonna happen, right? We do have like this right here on the daily, which closed like bullish with the wick fill, so you can still fill that wick and still come up to the top of the range, but your next resistance is right here at 4,100, right? So it doesn't need to break above and then come back down too, chat. Like it can also just like literally just come right back down, right? Nothing's obligated here from price can do whatever it wants to do, but that's kind of where you're at, right? You have a wick fill which taps 4,100. So if news comes out, I think, let me go back to news real quick. What did they expect? Numbers to come out actual greater is good for currency, and numbers are expected to come out negative. So numbers coming bad for the dollar could go up then to fill that wick, right? How much range you got left? Like maybe 300 pips. So that's not really too far, like 300-400 pips until like 4,100, right? So that's not too far. So I wonder if we can get a wick entry. So already an idea popped up, right? So if you do break above the daily zones for the first time, first break can be a fake out. Could we get a wick entry sell? Question is where, right? So like, let me just mark up these zones real quick. So I'll put like something here on the daily down here. I'll put up the resistance up at 4,100 right there. Boom. I can now delete all these other zones here. This one right here, I'm probably gonna get rid of 2 for now. And then that's what we're focused on right now, right? So let me just see something real quick. Yeah, that was yesterday's high too, right? So could we move this up a little bit? 4,130. How much is that above the highs from there? And if you come up from where you are right now, there was one massive pullback, right? This happened late NY yesterday, and then now you're kind of creeping back up to retest the highs. But okay, so yeah, there's a bit of structure here then. Okay, so when there's a bit of structure, like there's like, for instance, like this move up and then you had to move down, like this is a higher low. Look how close it came to tap for 130. So as you come back up to re-break the highs, there's a much lower chance that you could still get a rejection off for 130, because look how close the structure was. If you re-break, usual momentum and price would drive it. Again, we don't know yet, right? But high probability. So then could it be for 130 still? It may not. It may be a little higher than that then. So, but we can still have this on the daily marked up here. So we can still mark up 41.30, maybe a little higher here, like 41.44 in these areas right here. We can mark that up. And then we can put potential 41.69. Could it be there? If you break above the daily range for the first time. Remember, what we're looking for, chat, is if you were to break above, we're expecting a pullback to occur before going up anyways, right? So even if you were to go up, you're expecting like a pullback to occur or a higher low before going up. And then same thing, like if you don't come back up, then again, if you get a wick entry sell, for instance, it could be a fake out. So it can lead to a runner, but that's what we're trying to figure out. I would have it up at 4130, but this is the re-break of the high, so I can't really take that. And as for buys, I don't think I'll be looking for buys until we actually break structure on a higher time frame. So like this is a range on its own. So this alone wouldn't be a break enough for me to like consider this to be bullish. I would say for me, it's going to be at least here, right? So that's why right now I'm just strictly looking for like wick entry sells. The other option is we can also get continuation sells, because again, price isn't needed to come up towards here. That's just like if it were. It can also still come down from here, right? And if it does, would a move down like this be enough of a bearish structure to take us down to the bottom of the range? Could lead to it, but I'm still gonna need to see some structure. So if we can get like some nice like on the small time from where you could see is like a push down, a pullback, and then as you continue to re-break the lows, we can get some ideas within this range. I think that's kind of what we had yesterday as well, right? So could there be something down there? But I think that's the only two options today. Just wick entry sells if you were to go up towards like 169, between 169 and 138, and then the other option is going to be like continuation of sells if you were to just continue down below like 4,000 or 39.88. And those are the two things I look for. From here down is like 770 pips, so it's kind of far, but and I think the push up is also at least 900. So yeah, it's a little far from where we are, but again, I think we are kind of, I wouldn't say like switching cycles, but it's a range, right? It's been in a range. So the range stage to like the liquidity stage is usually the longest stage in terms of market cycles. You have drive, you have range, you have liquidity. When you drive, you drive. When you range, you stop, pause, reject off support, reject off resistance, and then you got some ranges, right? And then after that comes liquidity. So it becomes like, okay, so now is it gonna actually go down or is it gonna go up, right? That's the liquidity part. We don't know yet. So if it comes up, there's two options: pull back, hold, continue. That's why we have wick entry sells if it breaks above, right? Or if it comes up, we can get a fake out, right? Again, wick entry sells still valid for that situation, so that's a win-win situation. And then same thing goes for the way down. If it comes down and then pulls back and holds, then we can get continuation of sells like overall. Or if it comes down at any given point, it can come back into the range, right? I'm just drawing the same two plays out, vice versa, bullish and bearish. It can lead to a fake out, but those are the ideas overall. So that's why like when you have a range, like the liquidity stage is the longest because you got to print all of that first, right? But the good thing about this is that looking left, like we're bearish. So that's why the wick entry sells are already here and valid for us, because like you've been coming down, like this is like kind of bearish, right? So in terms of structure, that's still following that area. Even if it breaks above, that doesn't really make a dent yet. That doesn't really have a significant impact. So wick entry sells valid. But yeah, that's the range we're in. Like I didn't really realize we're in a range, chat, until, or I realized we're in a range, but like it wasn't really a range until maybe like Wednesday, Thursday. You know, like the longer you spend in this area, the longer you come down, and like for instance, this rejection, and that still didn't break below. Like it's you're gonna range now, right? It's more like consolidation range. So the next stage is liquidity. So I think once that's cleared out, maybe next week it could be a lot more volatile. But let's see what NFP does, right? In about 6 minutes here, that comes out. If price can push up first, I mean, we're looking for like 800 pip pop, but If it can push up towards those areas, we can get those wick entry sells. And then continuation down, same thing. Like you're gonna need to see like at least like 600 pips, 6 to 700 pips at least of a push down. Anything in between is gonna be a little tough. So that's just kind of where we're set up, right? Or this week, I felt like we just had to wait for massive moves before we get positions, but that's just because, again, we're in a range, right? So it's nothing that's clear and set. Some days when you come on, it's just kind of like direction is set, everything's set. You're looking for one certain idea, but this week it was just, if you can survive it, then you should be rewarded as you go, right? But 41.38, 38.99, we'll have that. Let's go copy this over. 41.38, 38.99. That's down here. 38.99. So it makes sense. Let me just run it through one more time. But 39.88. That's right here. And then 41.69.133. And then that's gonna be above their area. So. All right, chat. So basically, to sum it up, in case it was a little confusing, I think it was pretty clear. Wick entry sells if you come up first. At between 138 and 169, I gotta see, right? But how it comes up, but between those areas could get wick entry sells. You're expecting a higher low to occur before going up, or if it were to be a fake out, then you're in the right spot anyways. So win-win situation. And then if you were to make your way down, I'll be careful of a fake out. So that's why I want to see structure, right? So if you just make your way down like this, like that's not going to be enough for me to confirm that we're headed down yet. Let's just go to the small time frame so it's clearer. Like this, for instance, right? Wait, let me just go here and mark up the zones. So roughly below there at least. So yeah, like 41.18, right? So 40.18. So yeah, if you were to come down like this, chat, right, on price, I wouldn't take sells right away. I'll wait for price to kind of pull back first, right? I don't know if it will pull back. It may not, but I need that pullback to confirm. So if it does pull back, let's say off of like 40.18, that could be your next support zone. You then re-break that low. That could be continuation, right? So below like 4,000 to like 39.88, or even below 39.88, continuation down should be pretty clean. So those are ideas. Again, I don't know where price is going to come out with news. Like I don't know where it's going to go, but I know that if it goes up, we'll have an idea up in those zones for wick entry sells, not buys yet. And then if it goes down, I have continuation of sells. But the move up, we're going to have to miss out on. Make sense? So like we're going to have to watch this drive up like 900 pips if it does come up. And then same thing on the way down. Like we're going to have to watch it drive like at least 480, 500 pips before we look for ideas. So planned out the range you're going to miss. And then, or at least, you know, those ranges are used for confirmations, and then you should be set. All right, and that's it. NFP is in about 2 minutes here, so right on time for NFP. We'll see how numbers come out. I'm not sure how it's going to come out. They're expecting numbers to come out like below expected, so 114 over 172. So we'll find out here in a minute. But yeah, if numbers come out bad, chat, then gold should go up as it says, but it's not always the case too, right? Price action can come out as whatever. Sometimes it can come out one way. Like for instance, if numbers come out negative, gold goes up, it can immediately come right down right after, right? So like we're going to trade the move after numbers come out. So it should be more sell down than just like whipsaws, if there is whipsaw. Whipsaws is just like if you were to go up and then come back down for news and then just range, right? Some traders call it equilibrium or something like that. But yeah, that's whipsaw. So bad numbers pushes gold up and vice versa. Yeah, like if numbers come out bad for $1, but not always the case. Like I wouldn't just solely rely on that. Honestly, like a lot of times I'm not even looking at I forget to look at the forex factor numbers and how they come out. I'm just looking at price, and that kind of gives you the information anyways, right? Like when you're back testing, like, and there's a news candle, you're not gonna know it's a news candle when you like go to replay mode or something. You're looking at that candle for the candle. So the same thing when it comes to trading. It's like there's no need to like look at the candles for how the numbers come out on that candle. It's like just look at the candle, right? Like what ranges are we in? But yeah, this is kind of where you're at right now, right? So let's see. If you come up towards like 138, chat, we could get some. How much? We had to miss on what, like 700 pips? Okay, so yeah, you need this. This is halfway there. Let's see, 400 more pips. And then if we get the wick entry sell, what will our stops be? It's like gonna be between here, chat. I don't think it's gonna be 138 flat. It'll probably be like 161. But if we get a 161, stops could be right here, 39.89. 39.89. If we get a 169, it could be a little higher. Like, actually not. Yeah, we'll leave it around there. 31. Actually no, we'll leave it. I think I'll have to use a 0.03 or 4 lot here today. This is a pretty big stop. I could use this, but you can break the high and still hold. That's just a resistance. This is gonna be 25. Yeah, it might be a little higher, chat. It might be a... This is a big difference, 370 pips. Zero point zero 3? 0.03 lot, baby. If you get it, that's it. We are still a little far here, though. A little slight pullback here, right? We're looking for a 163 chat. So again, we planned out that we're gonna miss this drive up if it does come out, and that is exactly what happened. The move has been officially missed, quote unquote. Can't be missed if you planned it to be missed. But yeah, like it's looking like 161, 169 still. So a little more. This is that break of the highs. If this wasn't here, then I'll attempt like within these ranges. I'll attempt, but you already came up yesterday and then you pull back and then now you come back up. So it's like you have a higher chance when you break the highs to actually momentum to push, right? So 138 could be a little weaker. But if it's the first initial push up towards 138 like yesterday, then yeah, that 138 zone, I think we did have a 138 zone yesterday too, right? We had zones here. So we couldn't get it because it was like maybe 200 pips away or 100 pips away yesterday. Let's see, what could we use actually? I think we'll use actually I think we could probably use this strat 3088.425. So if we get in positions at say 154, it's gonna be 2300. So 0.04 lot for sure. So a lot lower or a little lower than our usual lot. more spam. Fuck, bro, these bots in the Discord. WW news chat. It's pretty good volume. Nice. 500 pip candle. $400 more pips though. So almost there. A little more patience. So you guys saw from scratch how we came up with these ideas. And now you guys might see us fulfill those ideas. And that's all that trading is. You come with the charts, you plan out your ideas, and then you kind of wait for those. If you know, price happens to line up with those ideas, amazing. And we could get more ideas too within the session, but you know, we just got on here, so the more information that prints, which is like literally right now, this is good information, the more ideas we can get to. But still, for buys, like I won't be getting in until at least like 4,200. Like I want to see the structure break up here before I look for buys today. So it won't be until like these zones break up here, right? And that's like your break of structure, and then you still gotta wait for pullbacks and holds and all of that. I think we can still get wick entry sells up there too. There's news, yeah, NFP. Look, I didn't even look at force fact. I forgot to look. See, I always forget. But I'm pretty sure it came out negative then, right? Let's see. Oh, wow. 57,000 over 114K. So 57,000 was the expected number of, was a change in unemployed numbers over 114. That's a big difference. They expected 129, came out way below. And then this came out, employment rate came out good. And this came out good as well. 215 over 219. Let's see, near the 138 there, you got a slight pullback here, right? The more pullbacks you have, the more you're gonna have to like keep moving that zone up too. What's up, Cookie? So there's news, yeah, there's news. Of course there's news. What's up, Bryce? Captain Price. At least 270. It's not too bad though. We went from like, we're gonna wait for like a 700 pip push to like now 200, right? So we're close. If you've been, you know, patient on morning, no need to take a trade you didn't plan for now, right? You still know your win rate? Strat from 21, 22? Yeah, I think it was like 78. But win rate is irrelevant, right? Win rate is irrelevant. I'm pretty sure like, actually not, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure if we spent more time on that exact, we spent time evolving it, it'll be better. But then we did evolve it, and it's where it is now. But yeah, now win rate is irrelevant though. Like you can have a 90% win rate. It's not just numbers. How do you determine how much you should push? I just have zones marked up. So like I have like, for instance, I found a 4169 today. I found a 4138 today. There's just resistance zones. There's nothing like, just higher time from zones, like understanding like market cycles and understanding or I explained the market cycles today. I explained the fact that like you breaking above here is for the first time today could be a fake out, or at least you're expecting a pullback before a fake out. So then that's how these zones are founded. And then now we're just watching price closely now. Like if it comes like this move up here, if it starts to create like pullbacks and structure up, like we'll keep moving it up. Like we can move the wick interest out all the way up until like 4,200 for all I know, right? Like up into these areas. So it's just now a matter of like, okay, on a small time frame, like is it gonna continue popping up with pullbacks or not, right? Stuff like that is what I'll look for. But there's just resistance zones. But the main concept today is just like the fact that this is like a range and this is going to be the first breakout. So the first breakout can always lead to like a fake out, right? Like if you were to go up, you'll likely get a pullback before going up or a pullback to continue down as a fake out. We don't know if it's a fake out yet, but a fake out or continuation will give you that same pullback at that zone. So that's kind of how that was found. And we could be wrong too. It can shoot up way past. It might not pull back, right? But that's why like small time from the way up here really matters too. Just the zone is one thing. Like you can't always have the same wick entry sell zone throughout the whole session because the way it comes up changes things, right? Like for instance, right now if it comes up to 61, zones were good, right? Like one push were good. But if it like pulls back now, let's say it pulls back like this, right? Let's say it pulls back, and then after pulling back, it decides to rip back up. Okay, that's like, there's a high chance that will likely be broken. Like the 161, there's a high chance you can likely push past it because you already got a pullback, which could be like your liquidity or your high or low, right? So as you re-break the highs, you can get that volume to push. So that really matters when it comes to the wick entries. But you don't want to just have like, you know, one zone the whole session because it could change. Just like buys too, your buys could change throughout the session too, right? You can be bullish in the morning, and then as the session goes on, like as you start to break structure, you know, let's say you break to a bearish structure, you're bearish now, right? So you just want to be fluid with price a little bit. Speaking about pullback though, it's slowing down here. Could be a pullback. If it's a pullback, that's fine too. I will be looking for wick entry buys like after on the pullbacks, but this isn't bullish enough for me yet. I need that higher time from structure break at 4,200, right? But otherwise, like if this is a bullish day, chat, like if you were overall structure already coming up here, and this is bullish instead of like coming down bearish, the first pullbacks you get, you can look for wick entry buys. So it's the same way, right? But I think the issue today is just like, this is a news candle, so this could still flip for all I know. And if it does flip, then guess what? We can move that sell zone higher now. So instead of looking for sells below 40.18, we can look for sells below in this range because you came up to make a steeper high, right? So that's good too for volume. Good day though. Spreads are so you can't even see them, they're invisible. This count could flip instantly if you weren't quick enough. Your count goes for a walk. True. So yeah, chat. No buys for me here. I gotta. It's gonna be a little bit. At least another 1,000 pips. That's actually not too bad because earlier we were like maybe 1,700 pips away. But at least we're breaking out this range, right? So like that liquidity after range cycle is next, which is the best cycle. So today and like tomorrow's a bank holiday, right? So we won't be here, but today and hopefully if it doesn't move tomorrow for a bank holiday, sometimes bank holiday do moves, like, but if it doesn't move tomorrow, today and Monday should be pretty sick. Today and Monday should be pretty sick. Should be pretty good. High, lower time from liquidity days, higher time from drives, lower time from liquidity in the playbook. Right, you're gonna have like higher time from drives, small time from range or small time from liquidity. And then just continuation after that. Like continuation is like you have the next drive basically, right? It's a constant cycle of it goes from drive to range to liquidity, and then back to drive to range to liquidity, back to drive to range liquidity. It's the same thing. So that's why like after you have range and liquidity, it's drive, right? So today and Monday could be those days where it really picks up and it gets more set in direction. But this is liquidity, clearly, right? So is it now like, now we just have to figure out on today and Monday, like, is it going to continue? And then next week should be straightforward. Weekly, is it a leg candle? Pencil, you said it was a leg candle? Oh yeah, it could be a leg candle too in the weekly. There you go. First break outside the range could be a fake out. You have a leg candle. You haven't tapped the bottom of the daily range yet. Come on now. Let's see if daily can, this thing can still flip though, but let's see. I wouldn't mind if it flips too. It's just that, you know, got at least 580. For sure. That's it. Rejecting. Right, so 138 was the zone, or is the zone that I rejected off of. So sometimes like that too, right? We had that and then I moved it just because, or no, I didn't have that because of this, but it still could be a resistance, right? But I had a 154 at least, so a little higher than that. But if Chad, this is a pullback, right? Could we still get a 154? Likely not. So we can delete 154 now. And the next zone after 138 could be let's see. Potentially like 42. Depends how far this pullback is, right? Like right now it's only 120. Like it's decent. If it's like down towards these areas here, like the most recent zones, and then it comes back up, then it could be a little higher. And if it flips, should have a lot of range, chat. A lot of range back below. decent move down. It's pretty slow though, like lots of wasn't as consistent yet, right? But it could be also be just a start. Could also still create higher lows. Let's see, first time coming back up since coming down. What could this lead to? This is a leg count too right here, right? This is your leg candle right there. From like 41.18 to like 41.09. $77 bips. Not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. Speaking about the leg candle, chat, there was Kenzo, how'd you even find it yesterday? Kenzo sent. Look, chat, we took leg candles in like 2024. But I think we took it. Look where we took it, right off the body. But this was like 2024 May, so like I think I posted the leg candle for the first time like around this time too. But I think this is when I was kind of like subconsciously looking at leg candles. I wasn't really like directly looking for them and taking them. It was kind of just subconsciously, and then that's how it became a play. But that's your leg candle right there on the 5. And same thing, 2 trades, 2 attempts for a leg candles. The first time we actually the first time we hit break even on it, I think because I didn't wait for the formation to form, and then the second time we got in again on the rebreak, and that was after the formation. You can see it form here, and that's when I took it, and that's when it ran. So yeah, this thing's been in the works. Like leg candles been around for like 2 years now. 2 years in the month. Look at this old overlay too. Sheesh. I don't know if I still have that. I don't think so. Maybe my other PC? That's crazy though. That is crazy though.
Previously on Ready to Die.
Very, very, very scary. Very, very crazy. What else do we have today? Just NFP? Wow, we had 220,000 traders online for NFP. Yeah, that's it. Just NFP today. I mean, orange folders, or yellow folders. That's about it, though. Sheesh. Quick brief. I think wick entries or continuations. We have continuations probably below like 40, 30 right now, around there, or wick entry sells up at like 42.06. We had a 5-4 zone, but since you rejected off of 38 and there's a pullback, I'm gonna have to move it up. It could still be at like 4180 though. I gotta see how it comes up again, but Yeah, just those two things though. Wick entry sells or continuation down. But anything in this blue zone is, I lied, not this blue zone. This, like anywhere in here is gonna be just waiting. And below 5.4 should be good though. We'll be selling the bottom. Not really the bottom though. There'll still be a range here. But below these wicks to the left here, that's when we'll start looking for ourselves. After the structure gets created, if you do flip. And then wick entry sells up here. But like it's a little weak, I'll say. We had 2 trades, but nothing like crazy for runners this week. I think today you can get a runner though. I mean, if we had a wick entry sell, we've been a runner. We've been nice. Move over for today. Could be over. I think we just started. But could be wrong. Could be over. But we'll be here till 11. What's up, man? No problem, bro. That's all that is, though. Analyze, sit down, wait. There's nothing I can really say after analyzing the morning chat because there's nothing else that we're really looking for at the moment. So it's just come on, do my analysis, and then those 2 setups. That's really it. And it's just waiting. That should be good, though. It's not like we're like always like, oh, should I take a buy here? Should I take a sell here? Right? Like directly, we know exactly where to look for positions at, exactly where we're gonna miss some positions at. Oh, isn't Ken dropping today?
What's up, ladies? Switch your house, baby. What's up to all the ladies on the north side?
Man, Marson? How many years take to get to your level, man? Shit, I'm on 6 months. Honestly, don't worry. Just enjoy your process and take it year by year. Like, cause I mean, this is 8 years of experience, right? But it's like it doesn't mean 8 years until you become profitable. It's just different levels of profitability each year as to go. So your year 1 is going to be completely different from your year 2, your year 3. But as you continue to advance stuff, and then you will have people telling you, hey man, I like your old playbook better, you know? So that's good though. That's a good sign. But yeah, you just continue to evolve your own strategy over the years and your patience level, and you know, it's just it's continuous. It doesn't really end. But your year 4 could be more advanced than my year 8, right? Depends on the person too, right? Like I could be, this is my 8 years of experience right now, everything I'm saying and doing, but this could be someone's like year 2, right? Or vice versa. It's just experience. Like, you think about it, you're on every day from Monday to Friday for 2-3 hours a session a day, looking at the charts. Eventually you kind of just build like a routine. You build consistency, and then you get the formula. Once you get that formula down, that formula of like learning to like sample size, and then spend some months on it, and then start looking for the setups, and then start taking it. Once you get that cycle down of how that process works for yourself, it's like from there on out, you kind of just continue to evolve. Like you can do it with anything and any setups. But you know, that's the hard part. Like not everyone's like consistent enough to do that every day or show up every day. Best strategy for newbie trader. I don't think there's such thing, man. Newbie trader, there's no such thing as a newbie. Honestly, just support and resistance is as simple as it gets. That's all I do. I just have 2 lines. The rest of my strategy is just like candle reading. So that might be the complicated part, but support and resistance, like if you go back to like my 2020 streams where I just had a closure above or below the range, I think that could be a good start. And then as you get that down, you can learn about, you know, drive range liquidity. But I think that's a good start, just like learning to draw like support and resistance zones, like where price could reject off of, where it could react off of, like minor zones. And then from there, that's all I do. If you think about it, chat, on paper, my strategy looks very simple, or it should be very simple. It's just support and resistance, and then I look at market structure. And the hardest part is just candle theory. That's about it. But it's not really hard. It's just time, really. But support and resistance tells you when volume will come. Like when you break out the ranges, you get volume usually, right? When you're in the range, you're more likely to range. Like, I think that's as simple as it gets. Like, what else is more simple than support and resistance, right? Like market structure. Like market structure is just this, right? That's all that market structure is. And then like within market structure, again, you got support and resistance zones up here. So like once you learn to kind of draw those out, if you don't know how to draw those out, go to the line chart. Go to a line chart, and then you can look at it like this. Like it'll be easier to spot. See how like these rejection areas here, that could be a support. You got some resistance here. This could be a minor resistance. This could be a more major zone, like up here. So like, yeah, I think that's as simple as it gets. That's what I do. Yeah, I used to do that too. It's good. Like, or sometimes what I could do too, like something else you can do without doing that is get the zoom tool and then just draw it out like this. Like just trace it for a bit, just so you get a glimpse of where it's headed. And then once you trace it like this, you then got information. So you just can't move anywhere after, and you just look at it like this. Same thing as a line chart. This is your resistance. This could be your heavy support. Minor zones could be like in between, right? Like around there. Like that. Like, and drop more zones down here. And then, yeah, like when you continue to trade, you just get used to like, you get an idea of like when price will push. Like you'll get a better idea of like what volume is, when you get volume. So like for instance, if you break into this range, there's likely volume. Like this is clean traffic, right? And you kind of just pick things up over time. But that's like the easiest way to start. You don't need like indicators or any of that stuff. Well, some people might find indicators easier though. Some people might look at like indicators and just it does the work for them, right? So it could be easier for some people or some traders. It just depends on kind of what you want to use. What's your plan in the future with this account? Like, you want to make a mill again like you did years ago, only doing live streams, or you got something different in mind? This is the account that I'll be showing on stream like forever. Not forever, but like until whenever. This is the account that I'm gonna be showing. And yeah, we're just gonna trade it as normal. Trade it as if it's a gazillion dollars. Just like whatever I'll do on a different account is exactly what I'll do on this account, right? But yeah, just trade it as normal. Kind of how I've been doing it. It's only been like 3 months since I got back, so on YouTube at least. Fixed range volume. Do you expect the account will go up, or do we take it to the liquidity zone? I don't know if it's gonna go up. Or I don't expect it to go up, or expect it to go down. Like, if it were to go up, have a plan for that, and if it were going to have a plan for that. So my plan, if it were to go up, 182 wick entry sells, and if it were to go down from here, I'm looking for sells below 40, 50. But I try not to make the assumption that we're gonna go up or go down until like it actually goes up and down. Like, I'll have areas for if it were to go down, if it were to go up. But I'm not the type of trader to be like, I think it's gonna go up or down here, because I don't know. See, that's the same thing with my bias too. I don't really have a bias. I just follow whatever trending market is that day. Is like today, I can say like 1 hour I'm bullish, 4 hour I'm bearish, and then all the higher times are bearish right now. But anything below the 4 right now could be like seen as bullish. But I don't really have like a bias. Chat, they teach bias in what do you call it? Beta pips, right? Like, you should have a bias, or like they teach you to find a bias. I think finding a bias is a pretty universal like trading strategy, or it's a pretty common like everyone asks the question, what's the bias? What's bias? You don't always need to have a bias. You can just kind of follow price, like whatever trending direction of price is your bias. Could be your bias.
Shit, he was talking brazen and law, knock the nigga off. I ain't trying to give him a chance to kill me or take the stand on me. You know, I just had 100,000 pieces of rand on me.
But chat, this strategy is like not gonna work. I mean, no strategy will work really if you're not patient. You know, that's why like I try to emphasize on like what ranges we're missing out on. Because before I used to not know what ranges we're gonna miss out on. It was constant looking for positions. But like just like any strategy, it requires like patience, obviously, right? You need to have that patience, and you need to like plan out, and then the rest is just you waiting. Like, you not like, if you know your playbook, right, you're not gonna look for anything outside of your playbook. So that's what I mean by like some plays will miss out on, because I just that push is not gonna be part of the playbook. That push, if anything, will be a confirmation for a setup. But just like any strategy, you just need to be patient. You can't like rush. You can't like wake up, you know, one eye open, look for a position. It's like you kind of gotta plan it out, or you want to plan it out. Because regardless, if you plan it out, you can still go and draw down, right? You can still take a loss. It's the same outcomes if you plan it out versus not planning it out. It's just that you'll at least like feel better about the drawdown, feel more confident in the drawdown. Or if you take a loss, like you'll know like you're gonna wake up tomorrow and take the same setup again. Not like, oh, I took a loss here, how do I avoid this trade? Because it doesn't take one trade to like officially say you're done looking for that trade. It's just one trade of a million trades you're gonna take, right? Did we get to trade the last NFP? Last NFP was what day? June 5th? June 5th. Yeah, we did. We got a runner. June 5th. What did we get that day? What did we get that day? Oh, we got an earlier move on June 5th. What time is it right now? 16 on June 5th. We got a trade at 5th. Yeah, we got a trade at 8:51 on June 5th, so a little earlier. I think it was this one. No, it was this one. Is this a buy? It's a sell. Dude, that shit, I'm off of the meter. Let's see. So move down was pretty slow, chat. 9 a.m. 4 opening here. 4-hour candle close, bullish. You have a wick fill, so you could fill that wick or bottom wick first, but you came down pretty slow, right? So it could still be early, and this could start to form structure, especially if you start to just break the lows again. Then that is officially structured. The first time you have structure, right? Because you have this massive move up, and then you had this low down area, and then now you're kind of doing this. So it's like a little bit of lower highs form. It's again way too early to really say that it's gonna reverse, but all of a sudden, if it starts to break the lows, pulls back, break the lows, pulls back, what do you think's gonna happen, right? Like all the times that you're going up should be the times where you drive up, continuing the bullish trend on the lower timers, but instead it decides to create structure, and then now it's like, okay, cool, you're holding, eventually below here you're looking for sells, right? So it's a little early right now to assume that, but I think the more structure you have, the more information you can use. Or can just range the whole session. Hope not. Hope not, hope not. Remember 2023 when gold was breaking 2,000? Shit, that was 2023? Fuck. We thought that was crazy. Now it's at 5K, 4K. I wonder when it'll be at 7. Are you looking for longs or short done? I'm looking for shorts. What? I won't be looking for longs until 4,300, 4,250, at least above there. Yo, what Bitcoin do today? Did it do anything, chat? For NFP? BTC USD? Broke the lows yesterday, 57,000. How about Nas? Nas in the same range though? Oh look, still in the same range. All-time highs? Coming up slowly. Not sure what this is. 3 invisible candles. Damn. 52. How about GJ? Nothing. I kind of want GJ on the 1 hour time from there. Sheesh. You guys having a Messi and Ronaldo debate? Chat, doesn't Ronaldo play today? In Toronto? No? Or is it today? Ronaldo, Portugal and Croatia in Toronto. Sheesh. They in Austria. So who you guys got today? Croatia or Portugal? Blew my fun with the news channel. I was BE and decided to gamble it. Come on, Eddie. Why did you gamble it, bruh? What's wrong with you? Lock it in. Yeah, Portugal. Portugal. Things be close. Yeah, you see, I see that that rigged penalty shot yesterday from for Senegal against Senegal. That shit was crazy. Belgium. Buy or sell done for the week? 2 questions and statements that I love. I love to see it. W done for the week, man. The England game? No, that game was crazy. I thought England was actually gonna blow it. It was like 1-0 with like 20 minutes left, 25 minutes left. It's okay, Eddie. Okay, Eddie, big bounce back. This is a new month too, man. You got the New quarter. Who is Jesse? Damn. I see. So what'd you do? Like getting like sales or something? Chad, is anybody following my trades with funded? How's it going so far? You're probably gonna have to use, or for people who are like, I'm assuming you're using like smaller stops or something though. Oh, comics. You took it before news. Has been perfect till I pulled out of that drawdown back a couple days. That 300 bit drawdown. Really, 300 pips? Maybe like, yeah, like if you take the trades like with like a funder, you're gonna have to use a much smaller like stop. But then that's just, it's a little difficult because the trades is not based off of that. But I guess that's just like the gamble part of the using a smaller stop, hoping that there's no drawdown. We go and draw down like maybe one every 5 trades, I think. Sounds about right. 1 every 5 trades drawdown. Not all of them are like severe though. Drawdown. But some people don't even have drawdown, chat. Some people are like, the moment they see drawdown, they just close. Like, forget about drawdown. If I'm not getting a perfect entry, then it is what it is. These kind of close out. Or some people have like a very positive RR, right? So then like, so then if they have a very positive RR, their stops are like literally like tiny. The moment you break the highs, it's over. So it's like barely drawdown time, which could be less stress. But then the stress comes when we try to make back the losses. Both will have pros and cons. Yes, down trading funded pips. Nice. So yeah, so he has a custom stop loss, right, based off of their entries. Full margin in. Oh, I get some volume here, chat. A little bit of structure here, right? So like earlier it was a little too early, but now like you can see like NYC is about to open up in 6 minutes too, but you're starting to get a little bit of structure, so that's good. Let's see, could volume pick up here? It could still be a fake out too if you break below for the first time, right? But that's why we want to see some structure form below. So could still flip on the daily. There is potential, and if it does, it'll be a crazy day. If it does, the day is definitely not done, right? If you can get the liquidity over today and not go into next week, that's perfect. This week could be directional. Today could be a directional. No, I'm not in a trade, man. I'm waiting for my 2 ideas to play out still. Although we're kind of in the middle of both now. I'm looking for sells below 40.40 and then buys above, or wick entry sells above 41.82. So in between, in this green box here you see is just or blue box is just waiting. Just waiting. But this is crazy though. Like imagine like 3 years ago, chat, when we were like saying, hey man, we gotta wait for a range of 1,200 pips to be broken. That's like, you know, that was non-existent. This would maybe be a week, 5 months. But nowadays it's like it's a session. A session moves like this much. So it's a pip session. Right, so that's why like when I say like we're gonna miss on a 700 pip range, it might sound severe, but it's really like in reality, like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, that's like me waiting for like a 70 pip range breakout. It's just a pip session, so that's why pips are irrelevant. It's just movement of candles. If price drops so much to the upside, what do? Are you in a buy? If you're in a buy, manage it. Trail stops and profit, I'll say. If you're in a sell, then did you have a stop loss? And then have zones for management. Good morning, Benzo. Oh, let me delete trades taken. Sorry, chat. I forgot about that. My fault. 569. Let's see what else do we got going on today.
Young rich nigga got trap routine. Bad little bitches won't lick on me. Moving like a YN when I was 16. Smoking that weed and trapping out houses. Back of the lack and I'm higher than a mountain. Drink codeine, got it coming out of fountain. What you finna do for that allowance? I'm going through finna come out accounting. Running through a dry, I doubt it. You wanna get money, I'm about it. Okay, okay. I drag you in the street. Okay.
1 minute chat. NYC open. Let's see how it comes out.
we at tonight. We could bring this back to life. Thought that I couldn't, you should be embarrassed. Their egos is threatened, they really should cherish. Too many excuses, I don't wanna hear it. Don't call it a patio, bitch, it's a terrace. We finna make us a killing, that's word to my dads. They try to play me as a villain and color me bad. I noticed the jealousy peaking, I thought we was past this. This type of exposure's indecent, these niggas is classless.
Is this a leg candle? A 30? This is 110 pip leg candle. This thing is glitching. How much is the pullback total then? 300. So if it re-breaks, it'll be 380. We still got an 82. Or a 206. $260 pip difference. Let's see. We might have to move it, champ. Maybe. This broke structure for the first time. So yeah, if this is a pullback here, right? This total pullback was like 300 pips. Not that crazy. I mean, it did come down towards like these areas here into that zone. So if it fills its wick up and re-breaks, I mean, let's see, 82 could still be possible. 82 is still like 390 above the current high, right? I gotta see how it comes up, but if it comes up within one motion, this will still be doable. Let's see, re-break in 80. I'll be back. I'll be right back in a minute. Give me a second. Let's see what price does there. I think, did it re-break the highs there? Close. It was like 16 pips away. Yeah, you definitely need a vol to pick up for sure though, right? NYSE just opened up. So it corrected the move a lot quicker than it came down, so that's a good sign. But I think it could be a lot better too. Don't worry, Pento. You're not gonna ruin your music aura, bro. Just adjust the song. What is this? Wait, is this the right one? Where is it? It's not even on Spotify. This is the song? Hold on. Who's it by? Mata. Yeah, this is an AI song, Pendo. You send AI music now, bruh? Damn, bruh. You sent an AI song? This is an AI music video too. Could this be? Could this be? I'm not registered with the fund at the moment. I just heard live.
I cut off all my side hoes in the cap with a dime though. All these girls been ran through on the low real snipe mode. I can't sleep, that's insomnia. So much ice like I'm Tanya. All my boys living debt free. It's squad like Wesley. I want to head on a jet ski. She give me head for a Fendi, for a Prada. She get sexy for a Lambo or a Bentley. My mansion is no joke. House party like one oak. We louder than gun smoke. Get high off one toe. You're beefing with yourself, tell the truth. Niggas on your side, they would ride for me too.
So you broke this structure, like very small time frame. You broke this structure. You came above it, and now you're, let's see if it breaks back into it. This could still be a lower high, right? It didn't break the previous highs yet. Didn't break that. Came close, but could still be a lower high. We're still really far though. Like we're like still 700 pips away from looking for sells, but the quicker it is, the better, right? I mean, this already moved like 100.
They tried to get me and they missed. If we sent shots, then they gon' hit. I could get your top taken off for less than a quarter brick. One of my rings could get him off, we'll check him off the list. My shooter of codeine, I kill, do it for a pioneer activist. Since I'm in cash, got a lot of racks, I still want more. I can tell by the way you carry yourself, you never saw no dope. Growing up, my mama beat my ass and clean my mouth with soap. Now she showing up to work in a Balenciaga Christ on my head, got your life on my neck. Put a brown kid in the Southside, Rex to me is what you get. My block was like the car wash, you driving, you gon' get wet. Had to take a lot of losses, made me comfortable with death. Took too much, X had to pop a Zan to reset. His bitch give me some top and now he wanna send me threats. Live my best life, I know my ops just wanna see me dead. Took his life, I paid him double what they put on my head. Price on my head, got a price on my head. Night when I rest with a knife by my bed. I'm so paranoid, I'ma sleep when I'm dead. I'm so paranoid, I'ma sleep when I'm dead. Price on my head, got a price on my head. Night when I rest with a knife by my bed. I'm so paranoid, I'ma sleep when I'm dead. I'm so paranoid, I'ma sleep when I'm dead.
Yes, sir. Back like I never left. Oh, here we go. Breaking the highs. Could it be? Could it be? Could it be? Could it be? Could it be?
Doing my thing, money talking on me. Said I'm done with bling. After one more ring, I just built a team of loyalty. Before they move, they gon' think about me. Swimming in the deep end, my neck got wet. When I'm so
Did we take a wick entry sell here? No, that was just a regular sell, I think.
I did a lot of things that they ain't expect. A penny out of me.
We did take something here. I think this was a sell as well. In that zone.
I fucked most of these hoes the first time that we met. Had to move on, but I still got some regrets.
I can't commit to a trade of these conditions. You don't have to though. You don't have to like look for trades. Like whenever I show up to the charts and it's just not clean, like I'll still be there, but you don't have, like right now for instance, I have a whole range right now. I'm waiting for this range to kind of break out and drive, right? So you're not always gonna get like all the information like in front of you like that. So it's okay if you don't have anything. It's not your fault. Gotta continue waiting for more setups or more volume, more information from price printing, or maybe a next day. A lot of times you just feel like pressured to take a trade, right? Because like someone else might be in trades and you might see someone else in trades, your friend or someone, and you're like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get one? Nothing's wrong with you, bruh. Bro, you didn't lose your aura, bro. Don't worry about it, Penzo. Don't worry about it. No lose aura. I feel pressure again to trade to grow the account. That's normal. But guess what, man? You got one life. You know how people say you got one life, you gotta live it to the fullest? In trading, like, you got one life. So it's like, you have this whole life to take trades. You're here, like, it's a very long trading week. You got 5 days in the week. You don't need to like look for a trade every day of the week. I get like three trades a week on average. On average, you know, some weeks I get one, some weeks I get more, but it's not every day. I mean, that was the purpose of this 1K account. It's like even with the small account, it's the same principles. Because I remember when we were on like a 100K account, 2, 3, 4, 500K account, everyone would be like, yo, it's so easy to catch 10 pips down. Look how much money you're making per trade. Of course you're not gonna get that many trades. Okay, bet. 1K account, still doing the same thing. So it doesn't matter what balance it is. You'll get there regardless. But sometimes you gotta experience to get that patience. Gonna be another bullish day. What's up, Smart? Smart from the city. Is it working overtime? Just remember, no matter what you do today, lamb chop, no matter what you do today, you'll be right back on the charts tomorrow. So just put yourself in a better situation for tomorrow. Just put it in that perspective. Like if you're gonna be here tomorrow, or you know, like tomorrow's bank holiday, but in general, like if you're gonna be here the next trading day, put yourself in a better spot for tomorrow. Like don't do anything today that you wake up tomorrow thinking, fuck, I'm more patient today, but I wish yesterday didn't happen, you know, because that's the worst. So put yourself in a bad situation for the next day, because you'll be here regardless if you blow it or you don't. If you blow it or if you make it today. Oh, chat re-breaking the hyzer. Could this be? Could this pick up? Let's see. So if you come up from here, could we still get 80? Let's see. A little bit of pullbacks here coming up. You need a massive run here. Could be though. Once you break this, like this is like clean traffic, right? So, and then this is like where your reaction zone could be. So we could get an 82 chat. I think early we had a 53, right? So that's approaching next. Asian, yeah. And NY is technically open tomorrow. Like you can still like trade NY tomorrow. It's just a lot more a little more slow because it is a bank holiday, but it's still like, you know, doable. I would highly not suggest it though. Shit, I forgot. I should have just done the sim tomorrow, huh? Instead of next Saturday. I'm fucking with you. We'll do it on the 11th. July 11th.
I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m.
Alright, Ben.
You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss.
Let's go. Turn me up a little bit, Brody.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. Man. Spider. Waxed.
I don't know.
Drinking lean tone and stendos. Benz coupe look like a fish tank with a shark in it. Penthouse got a little
100 likes.
like a park in it. Damn, that's crazy.
Today's session was lit for like 5 minutes. But I think it's been an hour, right, since you've been ranging. How long's it been? 14 candles. I don't know how to do that math. Let's see. On a minute, it is, yeah, so an hour and like 20 minutes, chat, since you had volume. So a little break. Let's see if this continue picks up. It could be here though. You could get a quick wick entry sell if it flies up 380 pips within like a 1-2 pop. Could be quick. So again, chat, if it comes up one motion, we can get that wick entry style. But if you like, let's say like this, because this monitor zones up too, right? Like it doesn't have to be my area. That's just the area I have. If it comes to like 172, pulls back as it re-breaks the high, we're gonna have to move that 182 zone up towards like 4206 instead. So we'll have a wick entry style a lot higher. I think this could give you a better runner, to be honest, 206. But 82 could still give you some. I mean, how much range you got? If you get an 82 wick entry sell, it could still give you like 100.
You know the one thing.
No clean traffic on left today. Maybe no clean traffic. Bro, speak something. What do you want me to say? I'm just waiting. I am just waiting. Waiting for a price to move. Wow, 72,000 traders online today. Chat, what do you guys rate price action today on a scale of 1 to 10? What do you guys rate price action today on a scale of 1 to 10? What's up, we? Fuck, I butchered it. What's up, we? 4, 8, 5, 8, 5, 5. You have a sell position? Hope it goes well, man. Hope it goes well. Damn, it's really holding this 38 zone. It's just this is. I highly doubt it'll sit here the rest of the session, chat. But it has been a vivid long time. Got any Leafs fans in the chat? Their GM went to work yesterday, bruh. John Chakia went to work. Like, you're a Leafs fan? The ABW Leafs fan. I like you, bruh. You a Leafs fan. I fuck with that. Leafs fans since you were born. Yo, Penzo, guess the last time the Leafs won the cup. You would never guess the last time the Leafs have won the Stanley Cup. You would never guess the year. Holy, 1967, bruh. Chat, why is everything like 1967? You guys ever like drive like any town, anything? Like, it's always gonna say, been in business since 1967. Burger shop open since 1967. Dealership been open since 1967. It's always 1967. Like, Tim Hortons been around since 1967. Like, Piece of Pizza's been around since 1967. Like, everything is 1967. Anyone here born in 1967? (1967)
Made by Kanye West / Yeon Donda in 2020.
What's up, Carl? What is playing? I think the Vietnam War was 1967, right? Around that time, the Vietnam War. I think it was around that time. The 60s and 70s. The boom? What's the boom? The boom box? More range. Hey, so this broke the highs. Now it's coming back down. Noise. Noise, noise. $2018, yep. Bro, there was a month in like 2019 where gold was like ranging for, I think, like 50 pips the whole month. I'm being serious. Like in, I think 2019 December or November, if you look at it, there was a whole month. It was ranging in a 50 pip range. Like literally, like this minute count I just came down was the entire range for a whole month. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's like, this is like a pip session. If you started trading in like 2023 plus, like you don't even know how it feels to be in a range, honestly. Like this is nothing. This is light work. I can imagine the trades before though. Before 2018, you're probably stuck in like the $1,000 range, like $900, $800 gold range. But I don't think we've had a range since like 2023, like a good range where it was like really testing your patience. You gotta trade like even 3 trades a week. It's like you get ideas. Did anyone here trade before 2018? Let's see, 2018, you were like 2018. This thing was around this era, but look at the ranges. Like this is the daily chart. Like see how you see it on one screen? You see the whole daily on one screen, right? For like let's say like 1 year. No, this is like what? Yeah, this is like 3 years. Imagine seeing 3 years on one single screen like this. Look, I must grow. You can't do it no more. Like, look, you get like maybe like 1 year going up. Like, look, this is only 1 year. Like compared to the ranges we have now, it's light work. I get very lazy when I have 2-3 winning day streak in ticket trades. So how do you change this? By not paying attention to your streak, man. Because if you don't pay attention to your streak, tomorrow's the same thing. Like you're gonna take the same approach tomorrow anyways, right? Or that should be your focus, taking the same approach every day. So like for me, like I don't know, we could say like we're on like a win streak. Like I'm sure we're on like a 40 something right now or 50 win streak, whatever it is. But it's like each day is a new day, so it's technically no win streak mentally. So that's what helps me. I try to think about the win streaks or losing streaks or whatever, you know, like we haven't lost in a year, all of that. Like it's just a fresh day every day. And because that's how you got there, right? To get to like those streaks, you gotta just reset your mind every day. Wake up with a new approach. Like don't let yesterday's trade affect your future trade. Don't let like, you know, one loss affect your next trade, or one win or one winning week affect your next decision. Like if you could be consistent and coming up with that same approach every day, come to a chart to mark up the same way and be in that mode every single day, it doesn't matter what streak you're on. Like you're looking to take what the market's given that day. So just about resetting the mind every day. Because then you're just applying pressure. Like, what is even a 2-3 winning streak day? It's the market doesn't know you're on a winning streak. The market's gonna move up or down or wherever it's supposed to go, right? It's set in stone on where it wants to go. So the market's gonna go there regardless if you're on a winning streak or not. So you can't base your trades off a winning streak. You can't be like overconfident because you're on a streak or less confident because you're not on a streak. It's like if you have that same exact approach every single day, you're consistent, and that's all that matters. If you take a loss, you'll be consistent the next day again. If you take a win, you'll be consistent the next day again. It's the same approach every single day though, right? But sometimes when you're on a winning streak, you're thinking about the highs, and then you get overconfident or over-egoed, and then you start taking trades that you just shouldn't be taking. So I try not to think about like what we're on or what we're doing, and just same approach every day. It's the trading is like all about being consistent, chat. It's just mental. Like even when it comes to marking your zones, like you might not realize, but sometimes if you took a loss last week, this week you come to the charts, you might think you're using the same zones and levels, but you're not. You sometimes what you could do mentally is like you could start to readjust these levels to, like, for instance, like you took a loss last week, so this week you want more pips. So maybe you could overextend that resistance instead of using the same exact strategy for how you find your form resistance, right? Let's say like you usually look for the rejections and then you draw it there. If you took a loss last week, you can come to the charts this week without looking at those resistance zones and being like, fuck it, I think it's gonna go up towards here, because now you're just trading with the feeling. And that's mental. That's like literally, like, even when it comes to technical analysis, your mental gotta be straight no matter what, to have those same exact zones every day. Otherwise, you know, like you're just, without realizing it, you already fucked up your day before you even started to take a trade. Same goes with like how we're in like a pip session right now. It's like there's nothing different between like my 4,000 pip stops to like, or not 4,000, 2,000 pip stops to like maybe 300 pips 3 years ago. If it's the same strategy and we're in a pip session now where ranges are wider, like you just gotta adjust your lots. But it's the same concept, you know, that hasn't changed. Because now if we were to put a 300 pip stop, right, where would that be? Compared like 3 years ago, like that would be like maybe above here. Now like 300 pip stop is here. Like, you know, like what is this gonna do for price? Nothing. There's nothing significant. You can break the high and still be in this massive range here. It's not really a break of structure or anything, right? So then when you start thinking like pips or like in that form, you're thinking with like you're just putting yourself in the box for what? Like price is not breaking structure. It's not breaking structure. Even if it's 300 pips, just adjust your lots. But it's really mental. Even you don't realize it, but even when it comes to drawing your zones out. Now you might not be getting lazy, you might just be getting careless. That's the difference, right? Don't get careless with like your trades, because you'll regret it. You get overconfident, you get a little careless, where you start just like, you know, fuck it, let me just take this. It's not gonna feel too good in drawdown. Your take on BOS and CHOCH? Break a structure and character of development. What does CHOCH mean? I know what BOS means, but I don't know. I think my take on it is that it's all the same. It's all the same as like market structure. I'm sure break a structure, BOS. I mean, break a structure is structure, literally market structure. And CHOCH, whatever it means, it's probably some type of resistance or structure in a different form of viewing. I think it's just the same. like I don't know. I like to think of trading like if you weren't to be on the internet and you were to just be in the charts every day without looking at anything that goes on, like what everyone trades, what's trending strategy, what's not a trending strategy, what's an overpopulated strategy, whatever it is. Like if you just get off the internet and you look at the charts for what it is, like what would you call these things? What would you do? What would you wait for? And that's the best approach. Instead of chasing like the next like popular strategy. Because then you just realize it's all the same. Support and resistance is the same as supply and demand, the same as fib retracement. You can put harmonic patterns. It'll give you like some next support zone, which is the same as imbalance, right? It's relatively the same. So I try not to overcomplicate it. Change your character. What's change your character? Like break a structure though? Is that what that is? I'm assuming. Like I'm sure there's an imbalance here. In my world, it's like a support though. Right? Like someone probably got imbalance down here. Some could say this is clean traffic. I mean, you can view it as like break a structure or change a character too. Just how you view it. But in terms of like, if it comes down to the end of it, like I think it's just all the same. But you can choose to view how you want to view it. Like someone might view my leg candle as like some type of, I don't know, like they can make up their own term for it. Before I even introduced the leg candle. GPT. Ask ChatGPT what a leg candle was. Let's see if it updated. Ask ChatGPT what a celery play is. Let's see, 10-15 chat, still like ranging obviously, right? So we still got a little bit of time, but I think it's been now like almost 2 hours since you've been ranging. So we still got 45 minutes until 11. Range within the range, within the range. 100 likes, let's get 100 likes. We're at 90. We came close once there, I think, only though. It's just the news candle when it was coming up.
sold this chain the other day and said that someone snatched it. I'm still processing that shit, it got me so distracted. I think he sold
The celery, the onion, the leg candle. Range 1, range 2.
even his baby mama been saying he been moving backwards. To me, he sold it.
Fakeout, breakout, liquidity.
I can never forgive such a nefarious action. I'm still healing my own traumas. I barely adapted. This new toxic shit I'm dropping is gonna spin till I'm radioactive. Yeah. I really make the roughest days in life look very relaxing. I don't do psychedelics because I'm too scared of unpacking.
BOS could be long candle news. Give us right. Break a structure or shift the structure is kind of it. I mean, yeah, break a structure is just like if this is like a structure in the 5, right? Very small time frame structure. But if you start breaking the ranges like this, then yeah, that's a break a structure.
Then I sprinkle in a little Mercedes in fashion. If that's not enough for you, well, baby, go back then.
Or like if you're just like trending bullish like this and coming up, right? You start breaking the lows like this. Like this is kind of where you start to break structure on this candle. That's when it broke the previous lows, right? It failed to hold that zone. It starts breaking back into the range. And that's one thing. And then you gotta still look at like the other time frames to see like if it's actually shifting. Because on the 5, it could be breaking structure. Like if it were to come down like this, it's breaking that structure. But on like the 1 and 30 and the 15, like or the higher time frame in general, like this could still be a higher low. Because this doesn't really break structure on the 30. Breaking structure on the 30 is more so below the blue range. So a lot of times what I like to do is I like to look at the higher time frame structure and then or higher time frame and then entries on the minute on the smaller like the 5 or the minute. But it's very rare where I look for like exact entries on the 5 and the minute structure. Unless the structure starts to really shift, you know, if you start to like come down like this below the ranges, then yeah. But then higher time frame also shifts as well.
Shout out to the real fans that knew what I had in the basement. Shout out to the fake fans, I thought we had an arrangement. How many times have you tried to tell me I had a replacement? How many times are you about to ask if I had a vacation? How many artists I've had to witness do
Range 1, range 2. Yeah, so I still look for range 1s and range 2s as well.
my dad got cancer right now. We battling stages.
Especially in this case too, right? Like you don't want to be taking sells on the first breakup below the ranges there.
And this time ask me to dig deeper, I'll gladly explain it.
Ice. You know when you start sampling your own strategy? You know how like Kanye starts to sample his old songs?
Life like this is what your life like. Try to live the life right. People really know you push your buttons like type right. This is like a movie, but it's really very lifelike. Every single night, right? Every single fight, right? I was looking at the gram and I don't even like lights. I was screaming at my daddy, told me it ain't Christ-like. I was screaming at the referee, just like Mike. Looking for a
How much is this range? This is a 320 pip range. Yeah, not much I can really do right now, chat. I'm just still waiting here. There's not any new information, so there's not any new like setups I'm looking for. It's still the same 2 setups, okay? Still the same wick entry sell or their continuation of sells down here. There's nothing spectacular is forming here. Just sitting in this range, up and down, up and down. So if it's like this until 11, we'll call it a day. If daily flips, it'll be crazy though, because this daily candle was basically your NFP push, right? Like 1,000 pips, 700 pips. So if you're able to flip, and you still got technically the tomorrow, even though it's a bank holiday, man. And there is potential to chat of I think wick entry sells, there could be too. Like because if this move down, if this move does get corrected, this move on gold, if you start to like correct the move and it's like a consistent push down, right? As it approaches these zones, and pulls back, or let's say there's no pullbacks on the way down. Let's say it's like coming down and there's like, you know, barely pullbacks. As it pulls back, that first initial pullback, you can look for wick entry sells. But I think that's still more so below like 4,070, 4,050. And that really determines, like, well determined that is the way it pushes down here. Either if you have structure or not. Because you want that first initial pullback. So that could be a thing as well. Croissant, croissant. The good thing is that spreads are still invisible. So still a lot of potential for volume to pick up. And technically the NFP push is your first move of the day still. So still lots of potential that there could be another massive move today, chat. I wouldn't say it's completely done yet. Long weekend. Could this be? If you get a break of the lows, you can see 49.2 next. If you break below I think 41.10, there's like some clean traffic to 91 zones. And if you break below 92, then you're right there, nearing our entries. So close. Look, S code.
more focused. Before I couldn't afford a car. Now she finna throw it like she do it for an Audemars. Meeting with some ministers and kings, I was not off. Haven't seen the kingdom as royal as my daughters are. I'm all falling for the fake news, man. I'm logging off. They send shots while we spin blocks in an armored car. Now they want the tea cause it's piping hot. Life gave me lemons, made an Arnold Palmer on the rocks. I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Contract terminator
On the spot.
They want a back and forth. I'd
Rather
rather
not.
Yeezy airbag.
What's up, Ken Carson?
They gon' hate it with a passion now. I love it. Man, had to change your heart. I felt different.
How you feel, bro? You dropping your album tomorrow? You happy?
Could have been worse, man. It still could have been worse. In the big city in pole position when you reverse. She had the new convertible, the little Uzi vert. Down payment on the cost of your love, went on a purse. Go to work or whatever she said. Whatever works.
You still find your demons, bro?
Whatever works. Whatever works.
Whatever works, works.
Whatever works.
Whatever works, works.
Whatever works. Let's go. Turn me up a little bit, Brody.
Yeah, you got 2 Cardi feats on there. You also got a song called you also got a song called Gynecologist on there. I'm excited for fall winter 00 though. You done with a vodka shot person? Bro, I vodka would probably kill me, bro. One beer? Oh yeah, the Christmas vlog one. Time is sour, not yet. Not yet, man. 2 albums. So we wait to broke lows. Mamebo. I'm looking for styles below 40, 50. Mamebo. So we're pretty far right now. We're gonna have to sit on our hands and wait. We're gonna have to wait a little longer, okay? Yo, that blue zone killing my eyes. Can I do darker? I don't want to change the color. I'm just used to it. But I can do this. Or in the minute. It won't show in the minute. Or the 5. Music. Man, I reacted to on Twitch. It was music and more chaos. I kind of wish I was on for Bully and Iceman, but maybe next time. Oh, sorry. Do we, you trade every day? We? Ooh, hit a hundo. W hundo. Can we get 100 pips today? And why in London? What do you like better? Ooh, volume. Might be an illusion now though. Faxo. Yeah, I know it has dark mode, but I'm just so used to the light mode. Like I switched it, I tried it. Where is it again? Tools. View file chart. Where is it again? Oh, there you go. Color themes. Yeah, like I tried it, but it's okay. It's not bad. I'm just so used to the light mode. Just wakes me up in the morning. Like this is just too sleepy. How did I not know? Yeah, it's cool. They added like last year or this year, I think. Last year. It's okay though. I guess on TradingView I do have dark mode technically, but I don't know. I've always had like this constant flashbang. Shh. I only sit down to watch chart for NY though. Yeah, so London is like in and out, right? I'm growing account exact same account size as you, 1K. W, man. How's it going though? No flipping account. That's what I like to hear, man. You can also copy trade the 1K account. Same shit. The neon green chart. Yeah, I used to do the neon green. That was damn. That was like last year. What confluence you use? Market structure, support and resistance, and the rest is just candles. Candles, but mainly market structure. That's really it. Chat, just be green. No, the worst one was when I had my charts looking like this. This was definitely an era. Like it was like something like this. Like, fuck. Looks like one of those chat time drinks. Dead ass. You know those chat time drinks, chat? Those bubble tea drinks you see? This is like the color they use in it. Inside of the bubbles. Not dead ass. This is straight up chat time drink. Or like those new Starbucks drinks. Okay, let me just lock it in, bro. I don't know what color this is that I use. This might be custom. Boba tea? Yeah, you guys have that in Poland? $100% 3 months? Nice. What do you think about Fibo? Fibo estimate, email, liquidity that person use those? I think they're good, man. I think they're good. I used to use them. And then I don't know. I just kind of got rid of them because it's like once you get used to seeing them all the time, you kind of just having to deal with it with candles. So like way back, I used to use them, Fib especially, but now it's just for the last like 5 years or so, it's just been straight up support resistance and market structure. That's it. Very simple. Very simple. Chat, what's your bubble tea order? Dragon fruit bubble tea with tapioca.
No, I don't worry. I tell you, I'm a man who believed that I died 20 years ago, and I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.
Yeah, it is sweet. Brown sugar especially. You never had bubble tea? Apple tea and mango bubbles. Yeah, less sugar, extra ice. Wait, Penzo, is there bubble tea in Europe? Is it a thing there yet? Or you said plenty of them. Damn. Earl Grey bubbled milk tea. I think I like the black tea. Or what's it called? Or is it oolong? Green tea. I think it's black tea. Like 25% sugar. And then I don't do tapioca though. I used to, but I do coconut jelly. That should be hidden. And then 25% sugar. You live in Scotland? Wow. A Vietnamese in Scotland. Bubble tea is mad popular in UK. Don't get the hype personally. Honestly, back in the day it used to be more hype, but now I feel like every restaurant serves bubble tea now. Just tea, milk, and like tapioca. Matcha. Don't talk to Eddie about matcha, bro. Eddie will go in and crash out on you. When Eddie sees that message, he gonna crash out. Gotta go, man. See you Monday. Peace out, Motasate. Laters. Sorry, flashbang. It's moving though. Let's see. Can it push? Go, bruh. Something. We're waiting for this flashbang. This range to break out. So that's, yeah, basically 50-50. I think we're in the middle right now. We could be closer to the sells because it could be higher than the blue zone, but yeah, we're in like kind of the middle right now between both ends, which is not the funnest. But at least we have liquidity now on the higher time frame, so any breakout from now on should be pretty solid, like next week in the month of July. This range was like I think since the 23rd, so about a week and a half of range. You ever used funded accounts before? I have one time, but it wasn't really like a real funded. Like it was a funded, but it was a acceleration, and I didn't even know because I thought I bought the phase 1, phase 2 stuff, but it was just accelerated. So basically, the moment you get your 10%, you're good. And then for me, I didn't really treat it as like a normal account. I kind of just over leveraged it, and then I got the payout, or supposed to get the payout. The funding company ended up disappearing, but yeah, that was the last time I used to fund it. I just used personal though, like my real trading personal account. Only market X. Yeah, I can't market. I can't do pending orders because yeah, I can't do pending orders. I can only market X. Because when you copy trade on a pending order, it's like last my used pending orders, like last year, every time it's a pending order, I will always get like multiple positions on my other accounts. So it's always just that or delayed. But market X works the best, or at least on social trader tools. Like I would put like for wick entries, like I think buy limits and sell limits are the best probably, right? Chat, 15 more minutes, man. We literally had like 5 minutes of action today, and then the rest was just range. Might be a leg count though in the 4-hour closure if you close. There's 4 mil more people living in Canada and Poland. Only 4 mil more? That's not a lot. 38 million in Poland? Wow. 41 mil in Canada. I mean, yeah, Canada is like 2 cities. Take a lot of buys and stuff. Yeah, like breaking highs and lows, but now we're just market X. Like, well, it's the same idea. Like if we're looking for a closure below or above, we're still looking for that closure above or below, but instead of putting a buy stop or sell stop, we're just market exit. So it's just a way of executing that changed, but the setup and trade itself should be the same. Am I looking for that range above? The range above? No, I'm not. I gotta wait for that to break out. So this whole entire blue range is like, I gotta wait for the breakout. Or I'm looking for a wick entry sell. So I do want to see it break 41. Yeah, If it can break that and pop up like 400 pips, I'll be in that wick entry style 81 for now. And if it comes down, we're looking for continuation. So it's just that we're in the middle between the two ends. But again, based on how we come down, if there's structure, we could get earlier positions. Like if it comes down, let's say towards here, chat, and rejects off of like 40.79, top wick gets created. As you re-break 79, you can look for sells below here. It's just, I don't know if it's gonna pull back, where, how. So once that forms, you know, it should be good information. Yeah, wick entry is always market X. I think I used to have pending orders though for that, like buy limits and sell limits. But we don't always get like the exact zone for wick entries too, right? Like sometimes we enter like 40 pips ahead or maybe 30 pips ahead. Like yesterday's trade or Monday's trade, we had an earlier entry. Do you have any ideas when it breaks the lens session low? For example, what is currently happening in NASDAQ right now? I don't know if I look at like London lows or NY highs like that, like if that has like a significant impact on like my analysis. I think for me, I just look at just a high or low. Like I don't try to define it as like a London high or low. Like this is your New York high, right? But I'm just like overall, like I'm just looking at the candle itself rather than just being like, because I don't think it plays a huge role in my strategy. I think for others, yeah, they might, like I hear people all the time say like, I'm looking for a London rebreakout lows here, or London, like it plays a huge role in their strategy. But for me, I just treat all the highs and lows the same. Just like structure, like if it doesn't matter, this is an NY high or Asian high or London high. If you break this above here, I'm still looking for the same pullback and hold, right? So I don't pay too much attention to like session highs and lows like that. What's NAS doing though? NAS 100? Moroccan tea? No, what's that? I always want to try Turkish coffee though. NQ? Oh, look at that drop. I think NASDAQ, I'm looking for the same thing. I gave an analysis like a couple days ago. Was it NASDAQ? I think it was. I think it was this leg candle here. I think I said be careful of taking fake outs below here because it can lead to a fake out as the first break below the range. But this is actually a second because this pulled back already, so that might be a lot better. But I think looking for below like here could be a lot better. Below like 29.314, that's a leg candle right there. So wait for price to like come down, and you want to see a rejection. If you don't get a rejection, then you still need structure. But if you get a rejection, a pullback, and a hold below that zone in this area, could be sells to fill leg candle fill. So there's that. How much is that? How much is that leg candle on NASDAQ? NASDAQ's not bad actually, chat. It actually looks like somewhat more like gold than US 30 in terms of price action. It looks kind of like gold. This is 3,000 points. Not bad. Do you think DXY has a good indicator of how gold pricing changes? Oh yeah, it does reflect the US dollar. Like for sure, it does reflect the US dollar. I mean, that's the US dollar basically. And gold xauusd. So yeah, like it does indicate. But as for like me using it for confirmations, I don't look at the DXY for confirmation, like to see if it correlates. Gold kind of tells me, or like the chart itself tells me all the information. But yeah, it does show like how strong or weak the US dollar is. And then that does affect gold too, if you look at it like that. So some people use it as like a confirmation. Next trade, whenever this breaks out, I need more information here right now. So I'm just like, this is all blue range on its own, but this could be a range too, right? So whenever that breaks out, so it's really up to price here. We have like 6 minutes left until 11, and then usually by 11 I'll start placing like session stop loss. But since you've been ranging today since 8, I think there's a chance the 11, 12 could move. I mean, we had like a 12 p.m. session this week too. So I don't know. Let's see if it picks up, right? If it picks up, we'll be here. But if it just kind of sits here for the next like 15, 10 minutes, GG's, bro. I'll see y'all next week. You know? So, it'll be that. SPS 500 moves on my gold. SPX. My first trade ever on a demo account ever. And if it wasn't for that trade, I wouldn't be here trading right now still, was SPX 500. It was a demo account. I popped like I think a 30 lot or a 3 lot. I don't know what it was. Something that made me 30K though. I was on my way to class. I saw 30K on the way on the bus, and I was like, yo, I know this is fake right now, but I still found a way to make 30K. And then that was the belief. That was all the belief I needed to continue trading. But if it wasn't for that trade that made me 30K on a demo account, the first like, ever, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have been trading. If that was a loss, I wouldn't be trading. Because I wasn't really into trading like that. I was just like, my friend just said, yo, have you ever seen, have you ever traded gold or like oil? I'm like, nah. But then that's what put me on. I was like barely into trading. I'm sure if I saw a loss, I wouldn't have been here. Where's the for real? Where's the we need that. Tomorrow? No, we're not here tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be. I was thinking of sim, but I should have done the sim tomorrow in my group. But because it's a bank holiday, but July 4th, 4th of July is the next day. So that's why I didn't do it this weekend. We'll still do it on the 11th. I haven't had a break in like forever though. I've been busy every weekend. Start oil. Side hustle. That's good though. Side hustle can be full time. Or it could be forever be a side hustle that makes more money than the full time. Nothing wrong with doing both. That's good. Crypto. Yeah, I didn't start with crypto. I started with SPX. But I did trade crypto when I started. $2018. Damn, that was like right when near the rally, no? Like around 18, 19 when like Bitcoin started rallying. Every rally collects like a bunch of new traders. So like every rally you get on crypto is new traders that come in and they get into crypto, and then eventually over time they just start looking at other things. Like futures now is popping, so a lot of traders go into futures, then trade futures, right? A lot of US too trades futures. Trading will always be the best thing you got into, the worst thing you got into though. There's no in between. It's never like, it's cool. It's always gonna be the best or the worst thing that has ever happened to you. What's good, Space Cadet? Wow, you didn't start demo to 2022? That's some good discipline. I started a lot the day that I made that 30K on a demo. The very next day I opened a live account. That was enough for me. I was like, shit. If I'm gonna lose money, I'm gonna expedite it. I'm gonna learn all the emotions as quick as possible. Now, 4 years though before you start live is some good patience. $2014-15. Wow, you were like early then. 2014-2015, I was like grade 9. Move to cryptocurrency pair GJGUAU, then to NAS 100, NASDAQ. Now only trade gold and SPS 500. Let's see. You said SPS 500 was like gold? Or someone said? NAS 100 don't look too bad, chat. Yeah, this is my first pair. Yeah, I think NAS might feel more like it to me because there's a lot of like invisible candles that print. From what I'm seeing here, it looks like SPS 500 looks more like US 30. NAS 100 looks a little more price actiony. No, it's the same shit. It might be the same thing. All right, 11 a.m. chat. You have a weak bearish candle that closed bearish holding the ranges. So what could this mean? It could mean that you have found support. Maybe because you are holding these areas right here, right? It's not really closing below. It's closing bearish, but it's a bearish candle holding support. So this candle can just come up still and break the highs, right? And if it does, then some of you may call that the celery play. But there's a resistance, so be careful. But yeah, if you do make your way up, then 41.82 chat. That's still our ideal. Wick entry sells there. All right, but we're just you need like 480 pips. So let's see. I think I'm not gonna place a session stop loss yet. But because if you come down, you can still make your way below like these zones down here, right? So I'll probably wait to see, like, once you make a higher low, like off of that, we'll see where things are at. And then once you make a higher low, we wait to see if it breaks the highs or lows, and we'll place a session stop loss on the end. Yeah, I still got some life here, but the window's starting to close a little bit. Mining, that's something I've never done. Mining crypto. Did it way different. Never listen to Hollywood producers. Don't stare at money too long. It's Medusa. The ultimate Gemini has survived. I wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Yeah, you're looking at the church in the night sky, wondering where God's gonna say hi. Oh, you're looking at the church in the night sky, and you wondering where's God in your nightlife. Yeah, you're looking at the church in the night sky, wondering where God's gonna say hi. I've awakened the spirits of millions more to come. A million illegally downloaded my truth over the drums. I believe in the children. Listen to the kids, bro. If the phone ringing, go and get your kids. So Brother Don Muhammad told the minister about the presentation. He sat back and smiled. So chat, if we finish off the week here, we'll be finishing off 0.64%. So just 2 trades with the short week. And I think in June we captured 7.32% total. Let's see. What am I seeing? Just a range right now. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Flashbang. You was carrying me when I was negotiating with Apple. It was Larry and me. Told Tim Cook to call me. I was scary to see. I would have took 100 million and gave 20 to Hove. I heard it's the way they did it when we only had the stove. But it's better that I stayed at home with my folks. Cause if Jay a billionaire, then I'ma never go broke. Only thing I ask is next time I'm on stage, we all go. We all go. Not just by myself, looking for niggas like where's Waldo. She got the same peak 2019. I don't think the Onion existed in 2019. I think 2019 was like the Ichimoku Club. What's up, Cookie? Oh no, I did it. It did it again. Hey, just when we get volume too. Hold on, it's my time. It's our time, bro. It's our time. Hanzo, that's how you do it? Woo! bro. Yo, we just caught a banger trade. Chat, spam, yo, guys, spam W. Yo, did anyone, what percent you guys make on that trade, chat? This thing just ran like, holy. W day, bruh. W day, crazy, man. Crazy. 2.8% you made there? Sheesh. Ah, shit. That is crazy, bruh. W day, bruh. W. W, man. What a crazy trade, chat. Like, how we just ran for like, damn, like 110 pips, man. Sheesh. 110 pips. That was insane. That was insane, bruh. Sheesh. That's crazy, man. Wait, the stream got taken down? Damn, I guess it was just DVS01 that caught that then, chat. That's crazy. Damn. That's crazy, chat. W day though, man. Nah, chat, this is LARPing at its finest right here. There's no trade, guys. We still gotta wait. By the way, if you don't know how to LARP, chat, be careful. This is a way of LARP. This is a new method of LARP nowadays. When you start seeing stuff like that, no, but I got copyright for what, bruh? That's what happens when someone said peak. Peak. You take credit for that? I will give you that credit, Pencil. Pencil taught me how to LARP like that. He cut the stream on purpose. Damn, bruh. That's unfortunate, bruh. That's unfortunate. Maybe you should join DVS01. All right, man. For real, chat. Could be calling it a day soon here, man. Got him. What's happening? Nothing. We're just waiting here, man. We are just waiting still for some movement from this gold pair. But making highs and lows. You have a low now at least, so some more information. Let's see if you re-break the lows. I don't know, man. It might be a day, honestly. We have, what time is it? 11:13, chat. We'll wait until 11:20. And then there's nothing about 11:20 than GG's. We'll call it a day, okay? Unless you break the highs here. Volume can pick up as soon as you break the highs or the lows outside this range, so. He said, don't forget the journal. No trade, Sam. We thought, I don't know, today's price action lasted 5 minutes. That was it. 5 minutes of action and just 3 hours of range. What time's the CR7 game later? CR7. Spain's at 9. Oh yeah, the Spain game's ahead. Who you guys got? Spain or Austria today? I actually don't know. I don't know my Spain and Austria like that. I just know Yamin Yamal. Yeah, 30% of my profits per month. If it's a green month, yeah. I think so far we've only had I think every month was a green month for us except for January. So yeah, January was the only month where I didn't withdraw. Yeah, no withdrawal in January. That was our only losing month in this entire account. But yeah, we should have 14 withdrawals. $40.70. I think there's potential. Let's see. If it breaks below 4,100, it could lead down to 49.2, and then 49.2 to 40.70 zones is like right there. So yeah, it's possible. Just, is it today? Let's see. Starting to glitch a little bit right there. Let's see if it picks up. Ronaldo's at Centennial Park, really? Oh damn, he was. That's crazy. Is this the first time Ronaldo's in Toronto? I think Messi been in Toronto already. Damn. That's crazy. Centennial Park.
Well, it's a very
Monday, there's news. Monday? Yep. That's the only one next week, I believe. Red folders. Alright, chat. 11:20 here. It looks like we're kind of still in the range. Let's see. I'll give it like another minute on the opening, but it's looking like it's wraps. It is looking like it's wraps. Any insights on what zones you might look out for later? I think the same ones. Like it's the same concepts. Like if I were to be off, if I were to get off, like I think later on, like I'm looking for a break or above here. Like I'm still looking for 4182 wick entry sells. That could be unpredictable really, because once I get off, I can no longer track. It matters how it comes up, right? So if it comes up and you start seeing like structure, then the wick entry sells there may not be valid. But if it comes up when there's no structure, then that is still valid. And then the continuation of sells down below into 4050, that's still valid, but that's gonna have to come down and create some structure, right? And then below 52, you have clean traffic in this area down. But if that happens later, but same concepts. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe if it decides to move up slowly to next week, then this whole thing will get corrected next week, right? If it's a slow move up, I mean, so far out, obviously NFP is like, you know, NFP, so that was lots of volume there, like a lot of volume today. But yeah, if it just decides to like move up slowly over the next course of the week or the rest of the day, then at any given point you can still get that pullback for next week, right? But it's a weekend, so it might gap and all of that. But yeah, could be interesting for next week. And this is good though, regardless, like if you don't move for the day, this breakout of this range alone is good, because at least now you can get liquidity next. Like if this is your range here, you broke outside the range for the first time today, right? Like right here. So now the question becomes like, if this continues, then you'll see it continue. You'll see a push up, and then you'll see pullbacks, and then you see a push up, you see pullbacks, and then eventually above that 4200 zone, you're bullish, right? And then if this were to fake out back into the range, at least you have a break above now for a fake out to occur if that does happen. So no matter what happens, I think next week and this month should overall be like a lot better than like the last couple of weeks. The last week or so, because you've been ranging for like 8 days, 10 days now since the 23rd, right? So yeah, should get a lot better. And we'll be here for that. But chat, I think for the day, that's probably gonna be it, man. I don't know when you'll move. I can't be here forever, right? But yeah, that's probably it. I'll probably call it a week. We took 2 trades this week. One on Monday, there was a drawdown trade, so there was that. And then we took one yesterday, which was Wednesday. I think yesterday, right? The first. Yesterday, we took a trade too. So 2 trades for the week. We did 0.62% this week. And that is the start of the month. All right, or 0.64%. And chat, I'll see you guys next week. All right, chat, tomorrow's a bank holiday, so I will not be here for tomorrow's stream in the morning. I will not be live tomorrow. It is a long weekend, bank holiday in the US tomorrow. and the day after is 4th of July. So happy 4th of July to all the Americans. I will see you guys on Monday. All right, Monday is a red forward day. ISM services PMI. So have a good weekend, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. I will see you guys on Monday. Peace. Peace, peace, everybody. Laters.
You